given adequate resources, we can rise to the occasion and finish these litigations. It doesn't help the cause of chieftaincy. It doesn't help development.
On illegal mining, Osajifo Amwetio Forupeni, who is also the Ochehene, stated he was not sympathetic to illegal miners, but asked citizens who wish to mine to go for license and engage in responsible mining, and asked government to provide alternative jobs for the youth. He also touched on corruption and lack of decentralization as derailing the nation's progress. The annual general meeting saw the Minister of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Kofi Sarkodie, National President of the House of Chiefs, Togbi Afede, and his Vice Dasibre Kwebu attending. The President of the National House of Chiefs, Togbi Afede, called on the chiefs to support the President's agenda in fighting illegal mining.
We have been involved as chiefs in the fight against Galamsey. There was a major anti-Galamsey activity involving the Ministry of Chieftaincy and the committee that is put together at the presidency to fight Galamsey. There is some correlation between discipline and development. And indeed, evidence is there that shows that the most disciplined countries are the most developed.
The Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs Minister Kofi Sarkodie raised some concerns on stool land and disbursement of royalties.
Now to health. Inadequate incubators at the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital in Central Region exposes premature babies to cold as there are only 3 incubators that serve about 100 babies in a month. Lack of space has also forced officials to convert an enclosed walkway into a ward for babies at the pediatric unit. Here's a report by Spencer Kwabna-Boateng-Mensah. Between 50 and 100 babies are admitted to the pediatric unit of the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital within a month. Some mothers from within the Central Region and those referred from beyond the confines of the region depend on the unit for the survival of their babies after about 9 months carrying them. Some babies after birth either do not catch breath at all or struggle for breath, while others are also born with jaundice. There are those who are born at premature stages, and all babies under these 3 conditions need incubation services in order to live. Nurses at the hospital say they improvise the 3 incubators available to cater for extra babies at a go, exposing other babies left in the open to the cold. According to Veronica Kumsin, principal nurse of the pediatric unit, although there are warmers to keep the babies warm, the warmers are not sufficient.
We try to wrap them with sheets, blankets, and then put on caps and then socks. But still, we're cold, and so we have to bring them back to the radiant warmer, and then we warm them for a while, and then we put them back.
Babies of different conditions are supposed to be separated from one another. But another challenge facing the unit is lack of space for delivery of health services, forcing unit officials to convert a walkway into a ward. Babies responding to treatment are moved to the walkway to create space for new cases.
Here is an improvised space, and so when we get even 10 of the incubators, we won't get a place to keep them. So we need a space, a new place for the unit, so that when we get the machines, we'll be able to keep them and then separate the babies.
Officials say these situations deprive babies from receiving warmth from their mothers, which helps to speed up the process of incubation. However, to save babies, Kokoroko Charities has donated an incubator worth $10,000 to help address the situation at the hospital. This forms part of an initiative developed by the foundation 3 years ago to provide 100 incubators to major health centers across the country as means of reducing infant mortality. Leader of the team, Kwame Sefakai, said the incubator is a 10th out of 100 the team aims to reach, and expressed optimism.
We should have less reports, or fewer, or even probably 0 reports of infant mortality, simply because we don't have incubators. And it is our hope that this presentation will go a long way to help. People come from as far as Takrade, Axim, and the rest to deliver here, and sadly, we lose some of these little angels.
Medical Director Eric Ngadu, who received the incubator on behalf of the hospital, expressed profound gratitude to Kokoko Charities and was hopeful the gesture will reduce pressure at the pediatric unit. Kofi Sarkodie in the Eastern region is next to benefit from the Kokoko Charities. You're still watching Midday Live. Sustained. In the statements, according to the authority, from now till a major rehabilitation is done, vehicles weighing above 20 tons will not be allowed to cross the two bridges. And this afternoon, I do have on the phone line the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Highway Authority, Dinah Siade, who joins me via phone. Good afternoon, Dinah.
Good afternoon, Wendy.
Now, how bad is the condition of these bridges?
Pardon?
How bad is the condition of the bridges there?
Okay, the bridges are in a fragile state now. With the bridge history, they've been constructed in 1963. So that is 54 years now.
Then why has it taken us this long to have them rehabilitated or reduce the tonnage restriction?
Rehabilitation works, but what we've realized is we really need to control the axleways on it.
Now, when was the last time some rehabilitation was done on these bridges?
Well, my knowledge, somewhere earlier this year, our engineers were on site to assess the situation and also study what's the best way out of the situation, looking at the ages of these bridges.
And how long is this tonnage restriction expected to last?
Well, right now we just want to control the way whilst we work on rehabilitating these bridges. So work has really started, and we just want truck loads and motorists to adhere to the allowable limits of 20 tons for now. The bridge will even be closed to the public entirely for some time, but right now our concentration is on controlling the limit of the axle weight.
Okay, so here you mentioned two things. You touched on rehabilitation and then the bridge also being closed. Now,
when I said rehabilitation, during that process, the bridge will now will have to be closed somehow for the rehabilitation work to be done.
And how long will this take?
Well, right now, as I'm telling you, we haven't even closed the bridge yet. We will not be closing it now. If you look at the announcement I put out, we'll be announcing that in due course, giving people time to adjust and then close it for work.
But you can't give us a time frame.
I can't give you the time frame. Right now, our focus is working on the axle weight to control the to sustain the bridge while we work on them.
And is there any other thing drivers need to know as part of this exercise?
Well, we will be having our mobile axleway runs over there. We are pleading with them to just adhere to this limit that we are giving out, the 20 tons, because they have a 60 tons to work with. But if they insist when they get there, then that means they have to upload or divide the 60 tons into 3 parts. 20 across. We cannot afford even 21 at this stage, looking at the state of the bridges. Let's have a do-nothing scenario. The bridge will collapse entirely, cutting us off from the northern region entirely. So for safety and economic reasons and measures, we just want motorists to adhere to the 20 tons while we work on the bridge and bring it back to full use.
Now, before I let you go, has this message gone down well with drivers who ply that route?
Yes, we've dispatched our information to various, media houses. But somewhere earlier this year, we've placed an announcement. If you go through your record, you see that where we advise for the 20 tons. But what we are realizing is for some reason, some are not complying. So this is just retracing our positions and also making sure that we enforce it to the limit.
All right.
That's why we are giving out this information again, that we are pleading with truck drivers, motorists, that they should limit themselves to the 20 tons.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I have been speaking with the Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Highway Authority. You're still watching Midday Live. And let's look at some other stories. Down Kwantana-Dambai Road, the only link between the district capitals in Kwanta South and Krashi East in a state of despair. Now, the feeder road becomes unwatchable when it rains, cutting off many communities along the stretch for weeks.
The stretch of road serves as a major source and link for economic activities between the two districts, connecting in Kwanta and Dambai. It runs through communities such as Odumase, Atrebi, Tutupene, Ofosu, Kanyata, and Yarga, among others. But the state of the road has become terrible, especially during the rainy season. As a result, inhabitants of these communities have often suffered losses as their farm produce go bad anytime. The deplorable road prevents the artisanal farmers from accessing market centers. The sick, including pregnant women, we were told, have to be carried in structures during emergencies to the Nkwanta District Hospital, about 40 kilometers in some instances, leading to complications and deaths. Residents are therefore appealing to the President and the Roads Minister to come to their aid to save lives and property.
We have more shortly. Do stay. Next, we have entertainment. And Ghanaian gospel musician Superintendent Kofi Sarkodie escaped a near-fatal motor accident on the Accra-Kumasi road on Friday evening. The vehicle in which he was traveling was totally mangled, but the singer survived unhurt. Osurai has more.
Reports indicate the Ayinjum composer, Superintendent Kofi Sarkodie, was traveling to support the album launch of fellow gospel musician Sir Gabi. The life-threatening accident which occurred on Friday night left his car severely damaged. The vehicle is said to have crashed into a truck full of lumber. An amateur video released hours after the accident captures Superintendent Kofi Sarkodie praising God for sparing his life. The Majinkwa composer is said to have reported at the Nkoko Government Hospital for checkup.
That'll be all for now, but we have more news at 7. That's on News 360. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Wendy Lai. You have a lovely afternoon.